If you need a little motivation, if you need a little bit of inspiration or a little pick me up, then this video is for you. I really want to share with you today just encouraging words, and not in a pretentious way, not in the whole, oh, you are amazing. No, 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 no. That's not what I'm going to do. But I'm going to share with you what I feel that every human soul is, like the what I think about the human existence, the human potential. And I think that it is possible for everyone. So if you feel like that you could benefit from a little positive message, then stay tuned, and I'd be honored to have you here. Well, I am honored to have you here because if you're watching this, you are here already. All right. So, for everybody who's new, I'm Martin, and I really made it my purpose to share with you openly, authentically, unapologetically, without holding back about my ups and downs and in betweens of life. I really, like, for a long time, I was struggling with so many different things, and especially I struggled with self-worth, self-love, and just seeing my own potential. I had glimpses of it in the past in a few different situations, but that was more external reality based rather than how I felt from the inside. So, but it went back and forth, especially in my childhood and youth. It came often from the inside, and then the outside reflected it, but then also often it came from the outside, and that changed how I felt about myself. But very often I just lost that again and again and again, time and time again. That's what I wanted to say. All right, so everybody who is new here, welcome to this channel. I would really appreciate it if you subscribe. Ding, ding. Somewhere up here is the button. It's called subscribe. So if you pressed on that and followed me, that would mean the world to me, because I want to share my messages with as many people as possible. And the more people that subscribe, the more people are going to be aware of the videos. So you can also contribute to other people seeing this video and having their lives possibly changed, or at least have a little bit more motivation, or education or entertainment. All right. I can see in this video I'm a little bit more, my energy is a little bit different. But I'm in a good mood. I just actually recorded a different video, and I was like, I'm gonna do like a 5-minute video, and then I finished and it was like 33 minutes, and I was like, okay, let's do another video that's a little bit shorter. So I really want to talk to you about your potential. Oh, everybody who has already subscribed, thank you. I appreciate you so much, and glad to have you here again. The potential that I want to talk to you about is your potential, but also my potential, because I think my potential is your potential, and your potential is my potential. And what I mean by that is that we are all made uniquely different, but at the same time, I think there's so much that connects us. And the potential that we all carry within us, it's all based on love. It's all based on connection. It's based on showing up in life, embracing each other, but also embracing ourselves. And I think in our society, we kind of lost kind of like the ability to embrace each other's uniqueness, to embrace our own uniqueness. I keep stumbling over words today. And yeah, the ability that I feel like we've really lost is that we embrace who we really are, and that we're always focusing on external validation, external, like a success or something that we can get or buy or receive. It's like so much And also like the negative things, the bills that come in, the things that we have to deal with. Like there's so many positive and negative things happening in our lives, and we focus so much on those things instead of like the potential of who we are. And the potential of who we are, we try to get it through external things instead of tuning within ourselves, because the potential is there. If we tap into that potential and embrace that potential, it's not just potential, but it's reality. It's there. So all the love that we're seeking, it's right here with me. No, within us. It's right here in our own hearts. I've seen this in the relationship that I've been in that ended in the beginning of the year. It's like what I miss so much is the way I was showing up in that relationship, the way I cared, the way I was listening to when my ex had problems, like when he went through difficult times. I was there. I was comforting him. I was just like, and I did that out of love, out of me wanting to be there for him. And I miss that a lot. But what I focus on now is how can I give that to myself? Because the last few months have not been easy. And I had to be there for me. I had to pick myself up, embrace myself. And so that's like the love that I was mentioning is like, it's right here. But we wait very often to give it to someone else instead of giving it to ourselves. And love is not something that is, if you give it to yourself, you're not going to have enough for other people. But if you give it to yourself first, you're going to have even more to give to other people, because love just expands and expands, expands. Like it's just going to grow stronger and stronger and stronger. The more we love ourselves, we can also give more to others. And I really, really, really encourage you that you just look within yourself, because you are an amazing person. We're all born as amazing people. If you look at baby, every baby is like worthy. It's worthy of love, belonging. And as a grown-up, we struggle with that so much, that we think we're not good enough, that we are not smart enough or beautiful enough. I've thought about that. I thought about myself that way a very long time, until I realized that the way I talk to myself is super important. So look at how you talk to yourself and become your own best friend. And I know that ain't easy, but it's so important that you become your own best friend. And you do that by step, like you would get to know any other now best friend. You just meet for the first time, you're like, who are you? And that, for ourselves to figure that out, is one of the biggest questions. Who am I? Ask yourself, who am I? What are my values? What are my strengths? What are the things that, like my desires? What are my fears? What are my beliefs, limiting beliefs? All those things. Because limiting beliefs, doubts, fears, they are covering your potential. And you have the strength, you have the capability to access that potential by releasing the fear, by releasing those limiting beliefs and change them into a new belief, a strong belief, an affirming and self-worthy kind of belief. Self-worthy belief, is that even a word? I don't know, but I don't care. But you hopefully know what I mean. It's like all about self-love and appreciation. And the more you can access that by letting go of what's not serving you, the easier it's going to get to access the true you. It's not out there. It's not out there. You cannot go to the supermarket and buy the true you. It's not possible. It's right here. You don't even have to move. You can be where you are right now and find it. However, I know that in like a little pick-me-up video, I do want to mention that as well. You don't have to put that pressure on you that if you feel like shit, you can just feel like shit right now. It's okay. You're still worthy. You're still lovable. You're still amazing, even if you feel like shit. You don't have to be happy and joyful and like laughing and smiling and all those things all the time for you to have worth. For other people to appreciate you. I mean, there are people who are not gonna like if you are showing any kind of negative emotions, what we consider negative emotions, but they're just part of you being human. And unless you're an alien, you're gonna have ups and downs. I always the way I grew up, I've heard this saying kind of all the time, like when you're afraid of someone or not afraid in a they might beat you up or like any abusive kind of people, but if you're kind of like scared of a teacher, the way they talk to you, or any like other people who might talk to you in a way that's might not be respectful, they think they're better than you, then just imagine them naked and say, everybody has to poop. And it works. If you think about it, if you really make a conscious effort to think about them and they do the business, you have to do the business. Everybody has to use the bathroom. I mean, we can try not to go, but then it will be very, very painful. Very painful. So everybody see, now I wanted to make a point, but now I lost the train of thought because I was too much focused on that quote from the past. Anyways, I'm just going to go with the flow here and say that if you do that, if you implement that, then you can also tune more into yourself and say, you know what other people say and think, if they think they're better, it doesn't matter. I don't care. In the past, I would have cared what people think about like me forgetting what I say in a video. I'm like, okay, you got to cut the video and then maybe watch it and see what you wanted to say. And if you don't know what you wanted to say, then stop and do something else and whatever. I'm like, no. Why? I want to show up here. And the reason why I don't do this, why I don't cut, why I don't filter anything is because I want to show up the way I encourage you to show up. Authentically. Fucking up. Making mistakes. But just being you. Being yourself. This is me. This is me unfiltered. And I don't want to encourage people to be themselves authentically when I filter myself. Then I'd just be like some weird preacher who just thinks he's better than anybody else. And I don't think that. I mean, this is what the video is about, that we are all uniquely similar. And I talk to everybody on the same level. I don't meet anyone and say like, oh, I'm better than them. I mean, I do have my moments where I think that about people who I've had not so nice interactions with or who hurt me in the past or bullied me, but I do have those moments. Yeah, of course. But in the end, I truly believe that we are all equal and we're all doing our best with the level of consciousness that we're at. So make sure that you're aware of the level of consciousness that you're at. Tune into yourself. Ask yourself, where am I right now? Who am I right now? And then also, who do you want to become? And then, who do you want to become? It already exists within you. So like I said, you don't have to look far. You just have to look inside. It helps to close your eyes and tune into yourself through meditation. That's how I reconnect with myself a lot. What also helps me is connect with my passions, with my hobbies, like creating these videos. It's just, I have fun doing it. And usually I fully connect with myself during the process. And afterwards, I'm just like, oh, that was fun. So just the main message here is that you are amazing the way you are, no matter how you feel, no matter if you feel like you are absolutely on a high, or if you feel like you're not just in the basement, but you are in the secret chamber of the basement, like on the ground, totally like, nope. No matter where you are, no matter how you feel, no matter what people say about you, think about you, you have the potential to look within and you don't have to prove anyone. You don't have to prove yourself to anyone. You don't have to listen to other people. You don't have to show up the way that other people might want you to show up. You are amazing the way you are because you are born this way. Oh, now I have Lady Gaga in my head. Born this way. I think it's Lady Gaga. Yeah, we are born this way. We are just amazing people, humans full of amazingness. And we are allowed to show it. So show it. Show yourself. Be you. And don't let anyone interfere with you showing up in life the way that you want. You deserve to have a fabulous, fantastic, freaking awesome life. And that starts with you giving yourself permission that you are worthy of it. All right, I'm going to stop this video here now. So thank you for tuning in. If you feel like there is a person that you know who could benefit from what I shared with you today, then please send this video to them, share it with them. Also, write in the comments what helps you to connect to yourself, to connect to your potential, and to also live your potential. I would love to hear your take on this. And if you've not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It would mean the world to me. And as always, lots of love, big hug, and see you in the next video.